Good afternoon, everybody. Um, my name is Pallav Pande. I've come from Nolarity Communications. Compared to a lot of other companies which were here before us, we are a startup. We are about 2 years old, but we are growing. We are growing quite rapidly. Oh, oh. Okay. Um, what we have done is very simple. We have taken the telephony infrastructure from the telephony operators and we have connected that with the internet infrastructure. This is not VoIP telephony that we are talking about. This is plain simple PSTN, normal telephony as you and I understand. So once you combine the two, there are a lot of possibilities which come out of it. We are a telephony platform company. We offer multiple solutions in the market. We have solutions like virtual reception. You can get a EPBX in the cloud without having to worry about any hardware. You can just take a phone number out of the on a website and you can configure it as your office number, things like that. We give a fax service where you can get your faxes on email. Lot of things, right? On top of a cloud-based service. But today, what we are here specifically for is not that. It is about a very interesting application that we have done for this platform for government of Uttar Pradesh. The project has been live for 9 months now. Before I talk about it, let me give you some background about what is the midday meal program for which we have deployed this. Midday meal program has in Uttar Pradesh, and I was surprised the first time I heard this number, Uttar Pradesh government runs 1.5 lakh schools in UP. And there are 90 lakh students every day who are given meals by the government, and the amount of money that the government spends on that is 3,500 crore rupees every year for giving food. What is the problem? Such a good scheme, right? Government is making everybody eat food. Problem is, government does not know how many people are having the food. Right? This is 1.5 lakh schools, and then whenever you have an audit, right, you go to that school, you find that there is no data. And that guy says, sir, this was, paper was not there, pencil was not there, I could not fill up the register. Lot of problems. There's no audit of 3,500 crore rupees spent only in Uttar Pradesh. Solution was simple. What we said, what we'll do using our platform, we will give every teacher a phone call. Right? And in the phone call, we'll ask them, how many students are present today? That information comes back, gets reflected in the website in real time. Let me give you a demo. So this is just a demo of the thing. Okay, struggling with the laptop. Okay. So I've taken liberty to take phone number of sir, and I am Srimati Kamla Devi, who is one of the teachers over here. Let me give a phone call. So you press call over here, and what happens in response that both our jury member here and I will get a phone call. I'm getting a phone call. Okay.
नमस्कार, श्रीमती कमला देवी जी। यह कॉल निदेशक मध्याह्न भोजन प्राधिकरण उत्तर प्रदेश के कार्यालय से रही है। आपके विद्यालय में आज कितने बच्चों ने खाना खाया? इसकी जानकारी अपने फोन पर 0 से 9 अंकों के बटन दबाकर दर्ज करें एवं अंत में हैश का बटन दबाएं।
So I'll put 56 hash.
आपके द्वारा बताई संख्या 56 है। यदि यह सही है तो अपने फोन पर 1 नंबर का बटन दबाएं, अन्यथा 2 नंबर का बटन दबाएं। धन्यवाद, आपकी जानकारी सिस्टम में रिकॉर्ड कर ली है।
Okay. Great. So we go to today's call log. Okay, Kamla Devi, that's me. 56 meal count updated in real time. What does it do? Look at timestamp and all that, right now. What does it do? Think about it, right? We are talking about big things, big technology growth. when you go to a rural village in Uttar Pradesh, nothing works, right? The road is not there, you cannot reach that village. Electricity is not there for 3 days. So what mobile phone manufacturers have done is they have created phones which can last for 10 days without charging. So there is just one thing that works in rural India, and that is the telephone. And you don't know what telephone model, is it Lava, is it Micromax that the other guy is using, and you don't have the luxury of deploying an application on the phone. One thing that will work, right? The two things which will work, one is SMS, one is voice call. If you expect the teacher to send out an SMS, a government teacher to send out SMS, it will not happen. You have to make outgoing call, which does not cost him. Incoming calls in India are free, fortunately for us. Whatever information they punch in comes in real time, in 2 hours. Every day, every single day we get information from 1.5 lakh school teachers in UP. Not everybody gives it. About 1,25,000 teachers do give it. And that information gets compiled and published onto the website in a format which looks like this. Something like this, you can do this. Look at it. Agra, Aligarh, Allahabad, how many schools, how many people are giving data. Overall, historically, schools where meals are not served. If the meals are not served, what is the problem, right? Cooking gas is not available, cook is not available, utensils are not available. You can have an IVR tree there. So that is the solution we are talking about, and you can then generate exception reports on top of it. The schools where the reporting is higher than normal, schools where reporting is less than normal, and the government does not pay for anything. Government says, you get me data, take the money. It's a pure SaaS-based play. Government spends 3,500 crore on this scheme, less than 0.1% of that they are willing to spend on this. Simple solution, works. There's some innovations on top of it to make it actually work other than the simple IVRS. We have made the call, I don't know if you noticed, it spoke Srimati Kamla Devi ji, right? That is not part of the IVR, that's part of the text to speech, and it sounded very Indian, right? That is something that we have developed. It's very Indian accented text to speech engine, because, call is going from the department. Teacher after 7 days will know that, there is no tracking, nothing is going to happen. But if you call the teacher by name, it knows that, it is not all automated, somebody is tracking it, somebody knows me by the name in the system. And data is captured in real time, you can track it centrally. We compared it with SMS and all that. Eventually it was decided voice is what will work. This is a solution, and that's all actually. Very simple, very, very simple. It could have been done 5 years back, it was not. But today, the amount of mobile penetration in India allows us to do something like this. That's what we're doing. And this was just one of the applications on the cloud that we have. Questions?
You're presuming that all the villages are now covered through cellular technology?
Sir, we solve more than 95% of the problem. There are some villages, but in a place like Uttar Pradesh, the coverage is very good. When you go to Odisha, the problems. But in UP, the coverage is more than 95%. We are trying to do something similar in Uttarakhand. There are some villages where what happens is that all the service providers are not there. But the interesting part is, right, the teacher over there who is going and working in the school knows that which signal comes in my school. So he will take Idea or Vodafone based on that, decision will be made based on that. And that works for us, right? We are sitting in the cloud, we are making an outgoing call irrespective of what handset the guy has, irrespective of what operator he has, it almost always works. That's it.
So is this public cloud or private cloud?
Yeah, so there are two yeah. So this whole website is actually a government website. So it's totally on the internet, you can do it. Government has not allowed, what this scheme actually did, it was really an eye-opener for the government, what is happening. And the amount of difference was huge. So government is not very public. It works every day, it's still working if you go on the internet, look for it. It's been around for 9 months now. Government is trying to just fix the motor problems, which if comes out in the media, it's going to be a huge problem. So they're cleaning their act up, and once they think that the data it will not be too shocking for the people, they're going to make it public. But as of now, the access is restricted to government officials only. This website is hosted actually by the government. It's not hosted by us. So we take the data and push that in their database. That's what we do. It's very sustainable because government does not have to pay for any hardware. There is no lock-in. Tomorrow some other vendor comes. Well, if he can do it, then so be it. So government is not bound with us. It's going to carry for, and then in terms of budgeting, it's very small fraction of what overall scheme layout. It's very sustainable from that point of view. Yeah, so that is something that's outside our purview of work. Yeah, but I'll tell you, what was my concern. My concern was why will somebody even give the right data, right? If somebody has to fudge the wrong data. What I got to know, as very educative for me also doing this project, the problem was that there was no data. Right? That's first order problem. Once you start getting the data, you can have block-wise averages. UP has got 872 blocks. You can break the data block-wise and try to see what is the data compared to enrollment, and which are the outliers, and go and do an audit over there. So we generate a report for that. Okay, but whether government does an audit or not is with the government.
Are you targeting other clients or other applications?
Yes.
Like PDS?
Yes. So this actually, what it did, this particular solution, it solved the problem of the government to reach the last mile of or the last government representative, so to say. The government teacher is a government representative, but there is no way the government as a whole can reach out to the last person. The information that they collect goes into ledger. It takes 3 months to come to the central office before it can be published. Once you solve this problem, this is a very generic problem. So this is being replicated in Anganwadi program. It's being replicated in PDS. It is being replicated in Narega. It is being replicated in some of the health programs also. So government takes time. But every single department needs a solution like this. It is not very you can't get every single data point, but point is even the person over there is not capable of giving you every single data point. He can give you, 2, 3, 4 data points. That's what you're capturing. Keep it simple, keep it stupid, and it will work. That's the idea. And it has no third-party dependencies. It's totally on the cloud. Something goes down, you go fix your server. You don't have to worry about fixing his mobile phone or, anything. That's it.
How are you tracking when is served or not?
Sorry?
How are you tracking the number of people when is served or not?
Yeah. So it's okay. So maybe that is slightly misleading. What the question that we are asking the teacher is, how many mails are prepared today in your school? Okay. So teacher is a government representative. Uski naukri is on the line. He cannot fudge it, but he will fudge it when he knows that nobody has come for 100 days, right? If 100 days back data, I can fudge. But today's data, in 2 hours, an audit can happen. That is bug. It may not happen, as I told you, but the point is, it can happen because the data is with the government within 2 hours. So that is the power of it. It's per data point captured. Yeah. So that's their server, right? So if I go back a couple of slides. Yeah, go to this slide. So what we're talking about, okay, pointer. This is a third-party web server. So gets integrated with our cloud. We push voice calls to people, capture the data, goes to their server. So security is their problem. Our API is secure. So we will have 128-bit encrypted API, push the data. Now it's your problem, right? Your server is secure.
So the basic job you have done is create the API, right?
Yeah, it's a telephony platform, and the beauty of the platform is, look at these products over here. Very, very diverse, very, very different markets. We have got products for SME market. We can give you a phone number right now, which will be connected to your email address. Any faxes coming on that will go to your email. It's a different matter, Not everybody needs a fax today, but if you need it, you can get it on your BlackBerry. And you can send it also. Same platform. Sending phone calls, receiving phone calls, and connecting to the web. That is the innovation. And the way we have deployed it is a very interesting use case with a good social impact. Any other question? Thanks.